Hello everyone, Happy Richard here. Thanks for joining me. A lot of y'all have been asking me how my bees are doing, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update here. We haven't had a whole lot of warm days, so I really haven't been able to get into them very much yet. I know you guys down there in the, or should I say, I know y'all down there in the south are already doing splits and catching some swarms, but we just haven't had enough warm weather up here for me even to get into bees yet. Hopefully soon. This week looks like it's going to be pretty warm. I'll probably be able to get into them. I went into winter with 14 hives. It looks like I have at least 4 dead outs, possibly 6. One of the warmer days last week, saw a lot of activity around a lot of the hives, but I could tell that several of them there was just some robbing out of the hives that had been dead. A lot of fighting on the landing boards, and there wasn't any pollen coming into those hives, so I knew they were dead outs. Waited till later in the day and opened several of those up, and definitely did confirm that they were dead outs. They were kind of the weaker hives going into winter. I ended up finding a couple of the queens. I didn't find all the queens, but they were all very small clusters, so I guess they were just too weak to make it through the winter. I think this year, if I have weak colonies like that again, I'm going to probably go ahead and combine them, cut my losses in the fall, and hopefully boost the populations up to fewer number of hives and maybe get them through the winter. So at least that's my thoughts at this point. But 14 going in, at least 8 coming out. I'm pretty happy with that for my second winter beekeeping. Go ahead and take a look here at some of the hives that we have going on here. All the ones up front here, they seem to be doing pretty good. They were the strongest of the hives that I got. This one in here in particular, you can see that this one they are bringing in some pollen, quite a bit of pollen as a matter of fact. So that's going to be one of my healthiest hives, I believe. And then again, all the ones up here in the front are doing pretty good. A little bit less activity now because of the being in the evening, but they were all pretty active. They go up here to the end one as well. That one's still pretty active. I shared on an earlier video that this was one of the swarms that I had caught last year that hadn't done real well, and they did definitely die out. I have that entrance blocked there. One of the other swarms was in this box. They seem to be doing okay. There is some pollen coming into there, so I'm hoping they'll be okay. I'm hoping to get in them later this week, and I can update you on those at that time. And we take a look at that hive here from another direction. In the back row here, a little bit of activity there yet. It is late at evening. It's probably about going on 6 o'clock already. So that's the dead out there. And the next 2 are also dead outs, confirmed. This one I'm not sure about. It's got a lot of activity. I don't know if this is a robbing out situation or if they actually are still alive in here. There is definitely a lot of activity, but I don't see a lot of pollen going in and out. And I've seen some fighting on the landing board, so possibly another dead out. This one's been pretty strong here. Not much activity now, but they're definitely bringing in pollen. This one here I thought might have been a dead out, but I just watched a bee bring some pollen into that entrance as well, and there's some more on the landing board with pollen. I don't know if you can see the one there, right there. She's coming in with some pollen. So perhaps that one will also be a survivor. We shall see. And then moving down, that's a dead out there. Yeah. This one seems to be doing very well. Hive number 1. A lot of activity around that one, and lots of pollen coming in. So, well, folks, that's the update for now. I hope you'll stick with me this summer as I go through my adventures here with my beekeeping and maybe some other shenanigans. You never know what I'll post. I'm going to be doing some splits later. You know, we'll get these beehives going, and maybe I'll get some swarm videos as well. Hopefully I'll get some of those on video and I'll post them for you as well. So hope you find it enjoyable. If you have, go ahead and hit the like button for me. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified whenever I post new content. And as always, thanks for joining. Happy Richard.